Okay. All right, everyone, go ahead and close your eyes. I like to always say just arrive to meditation. So very simply, that means for me closing my eyes, settling in, maybe getting a couple wiggles out here in the beginning. And really just feel yourself being here now. That's a very well-known Ram Dass quote is "Be here now." He was a teacher of finding that joy in this present moment, in this moment right now, and then the next one and the next one. So we'll become mindful of these moments here in meditation. And this is a mindfulness meditation practice with a little meta visualization at the end. So let's begin becoming mindful of the sounds in the environment around us. And we're all in different places and we all have different sounds. So I'll become quiet for a moment. Just find a sound. It might have a rhythm to it or some sort of method that you find interesting or annoying. You just become mindful of all your reactions to it. So I'll give you a few moments. And sometimes it's rather quiet, and we can notice that sound of our own breathing. Sometimes, if we bring a lot of thoughts into meditation, there's the sound of ourselves thinking as we try to remain focused. But now let's shift our attention from paying attention to the sounds of our environment to bringing our attention to our physical bodies. So first, I like to notice the outline of my body and how it comes in contact with the environment around me. So most obviously to me right now is the feeling of where I'm sitting on this chair and how my feet are between the legs of the chair on the floor, just flat, becoming grounded. You might become aware of the temperature of the air in the environment on your skin. Just anything to do with the outline of your physical body meeting the environmental body, which we are extremely part of, almost like it's a part of ourselves. We react to the physical environment, to weather patterns, to energetic patterns. And so sometimes it's really nice to find that line as if we were drawing ourselves, where we can say, this is inside and this is just to the outside of this particular line that is me right now. Now let's do a little body scan to bring our attention more inward towards the inside of our body. And we'll also incorporate breathing. So inhale. And as you breathe out, slowly feel your feet relax. Feet, ankles. Sometimes I bring a movement to that part of my body. Inhale, feel your toes moving. Just this one more time. Exhale and bring yourself to stillness. Now inhale and draw your attention up to your lower legs and your knees and even let's do the whole leg area, and maybe you can move that area around a little. Keep your feet on the floor. Feel this movement as it shifts in your legs and your hips. Inhale. And then as you exhale, bring that area to stillness. And then next inhalation, draw your attention more fully into your hips, into your lower belly. I like to put a hand on my lower belly when we do this part. Bring your attention to your breath as you allow it to go deeply into your belly on the inhalation. Feel your belly expand. Move your attention more further into your torso and sway back and forth just a little bit, like rocking in your chair, rocking yourself. Breathing in. And then on this exhalation, bring yourself to stillness. And then move your attention up into your arms. And I actually move my arms a little bit around so that I can roll my shoulders and roll your neck around a couple of times in one direction, taking some slow breaths. And then go the other direction, breathing even more mindfully into the places that feel they need your breath right now. One more inhalation, and then bring your body to stillness. Now inhale that feeling of relaxation all the way up around, over your face and around your head, as if it's like a waterfall falling backwards down over you. Like you're breathing that relaxation up over your face, and it's running down behind you. And then in this really relaxed place, let's bring a slight smile to our lips. And we can call this this is an outer smile. And if you don't feel like smiling outwardly, don't. Maybe try bringing an inner smile. Just try to smile to yourself inside just a little bit. Sense the corners of your eyes, feeling happier to be here now. Now continue breathing and focusing on your breath. As you relax more in meditation, the more often you meditate, you will learn to relax more quickly. You will really feel that sensation of your breath as you inhale. And there may be a slight pause as you begin your exhale slowly. And then sometimes more obviously, I notice the pause at the exhalation, where I'm totally empty, waiting for that birth of new breath to enter my body. And in this way, even in our breathing, we go through this process of birth, life, and then moving to that exhalation, that decline, till we're fully empty. It's like this cycle: birth, life, death, renewal. So as you meditate more, learn to notice these gaps in your breathing. And as you become mindful outside of meditation, you can notice the gaps in the marketplace of life, the pauses in the environment. For me, I notice the pauses that I have at more frequent stoplights now that I live in a bigger city. And I even bow to the old me in that moment, who used to get a little bit road ragey. And you can do this as you notice these moments where you may react one way, and you can bow to that reaction and say, I see you. I honor you. And in that moment of pausing, you can choose new. You can choose to practice loving compassion. So today, now let's shift our mindful attention to the sensations in our physical body. And let's shift our attention to our belly area specifically, or gut field. And notice any physical sensations there in your belly. Sometimes placing a hand on that part of your body is helpful. You might notice if there's any tightness or tingling or any strain or constriction. And sometimes this can be less of a physical thing and more of an energetic feeling, where you're trying to maybe not think about something that's been worrying you, and you notice the sensation of that as you arrive into your gut field. And if your attention drifts in any direction, just exercise non-judgment and encourage yourself to bring your attention back to your body, to your belly. And many times, what our body is trying to teach us or tell us is some sort of reaction that we may have to change, any concerns for change. Our body wants us to remain the same in a safe space, but sometimes our growth takes us just outside of that feeling of safeness that our gut prefers. And at the same time, our mental field, our mind, it desires change. And so you have these two parts of our body, of our energetic mental body and physical body, sometimes working in different directions. So just bring your attention to how any concerns for change or any fears that you might have are expressing themselves in your body, in your belly. Just notice and observe. The first part of mindfulness is noticing without any remedy, without any attempt other than to bring mindful awareness and compassion. Now, there may be times in meditation where you don't notice any concern for change in that moment. Your body, your belly, your gut, that may all be in balance and feel at peace. And I want you to take advantage of those times and recognize that peaceful feeling and bring mindfulness and awareness to those moments of positivity, of equanimity, of peace. It takes a dozen seconds of thinking of something positive and staying in that zone for us to sort of change the energetic wave patterns that are going on from so much critical thinking and judgmental thoughts and maybe awareness on things that are not so positive. So bring that in mind when you experience something that brings you joy or when you find yourself at peace in meditation. Just really bring your attention to that feeling. Now, again, there are times when we might sense a concern in our belly that causes tightness, or maybe it prevents us from taking those deep inhalations and exhalations. And these moments can be those signs that there is something going on, that maybe you aren't recognizing it, that you aren't being mindful of it. And so, without even having to name it, you can breathe into these sensations and bring awareness to them. Breathing in, I am aware of these sensations in my body. Breathing out, I bring mindful, loving compassion to these sensations in my body. Breathing in, I'm aware. Breathing out, I bring love. Breathing in, aware. Breathing out, love. Another way to soothe your belly is to bring into your thoughts, bring into your consciousness thoughts about what in your life will remain the same. Thoughts about what is stable, what is grounding for you. Maybe this is a your sacred time in nature. Maybe this is your community. Maybe this is your job, your employment. Whatever that is for you, you can bring that into your awareness as an anchor. Reminding yourself that as much as things change, also things do remain the same in the midst of that change. You can find stability. Trevor Hall, a musician, comes to mind. He has a line that says, "In this challenge, we find balance. In this challenge, we find balance." Now let's move our attention, our conscious awareness to our heart space, moving mindfully from our mind, our mental field, as we were becoming aware of the sounds of our environment and our breath, to our body, the feelings within our belly and in our gut field. And now we move up again to the bridge between our body and our mind, to our heart. And I like to put both hands on my chest here, and I imagine that I'm like breathing into my hands. Really bringing that attention to your heart space. Allow the warmth of your attention, whether it's with your hands or just with your energy, to warm that space in your chest where your heart chakra would be, very close to where your physical heart is, right there. Tell your mental field and your gut field, tell your mind and your body to take a vacation. Remind them that you don't need them to be making any plans or knowing the outcomes for any events in your life now. And when you go into the heart space, you can release the need to know. You can really just let go. So tune into any physical sensations first here. Become mindful of those physical sensations in the heart. Maybe there's a pulsing. Maybe there's a feeling of warmth. Maybe it feels tight. Just allow whatever is happening today to be there. Remind yourself not to look for any experience from a previous meditation or to push away any experience that you're having right now. Make no note of any judgment. Just let it be as is. If you notice yourself becoming distracted, forming judgments about any sensations, just be compassionate. Just return your attention to breathing in and out of your heart space. Next, we'll bring in emotions of the heart. Any emotions that you might be feeling. Welcome anything. The thing about sadness or fear, these feelings that come up when you are in the heart space, is they're real feelings, and they really do need to be acknowledged in order for them to settle down and allow space for those other feelings on the other side of that pendulum: joy, peace, clarity. So whatever feeling you're having, anything that you have going on there, just simply be mindful of it and be with that sensation of feeling in the heart. And as you're doing this practice, you may have thoughts that arise. Sometimes your mental field or your gut field is trying to protect you, and you have emotions that are rising, and they want to offer that way of letting those go and not having your attention on them. But when you're in the heart space, it's okay to feel everything. Let any thoughts go that arise as a result of an emotion. And allow those emotions to exist apart from any thoughts about them. Like clouds in a blue sky, allow those cloud thoughts to float by and just remain in touch with the emotion. And if you get distracted, just return to the breath. And if returning to the breath is challenging, you can also shift your attention to that part of you that directs your attention and just see what's going on there. That part of you that's not able to stay focused, bring your attention to that part and bring awareness there before moving back to your heart space. Now, while in our heart, I like to practice metta practice, loving compassion, loving kindness. And often we do metta for the world around us, but today I wanted to bring that attention back to ourselves, to do some self metta. And so with this practice, we are going to imagine, bring up visualization of images of ourself. And as we're bringing up these images of our past versions of ourself, we will speak as if we're speaking to that little baby or that child. And then when we get to our current version of ourselves, we'll speak as if we're speaking to ourselves in first person. So first, let's begin by imagining our baby self, maybe age 0 to 3, whatever pictures you might have. That there's always a couple that pop into my mind. And I also bring a smile. I do smile when I'm speaking these things as if I'm speaking to a little child or a little baby, just really bringing in that full attention and emotion and love. So imagining ourselves age 0 to 3, just a little teeny baby, as cute as can be. May you, and you can go ahead and repeat these after I say them. I'll give you time to repeat them. So here we go. To the little baby, may you be happy and peaceful. May you be safe and protected, free from inner and outer danger. May you be healthy and strong in mind, body, and spirit. May you live your life with ease, free from suffering, fully awakened. Next, imagine your child self. So imagine yourself maybe between the ages of 6 and 9 years old before you get to those double digits. And also continuing to smile at that mischievous little version of yourself. In my case, maybe it's a shy version of yourself or whatever is true for you. Smile and say, may you be happy and peaceful. May you be safe and protected, free from inner and outer danger. May you be healthy and strong in mind, body, and spirit. May you live your life with ease, free from suffering, fully awakened. Now we find ourselves in our teenage years. Just bring to mind an age in your teenage years when you really were feeling those challenges of growth, those hormonal shifts, and just wondering what it's like to be part of the world and not yet quite grown up in the world. Smile and say, may you be happy and peaceful. May you be safe and protected, free from inner and outer danger. May you be healthy and strong in mind, body, and spirit. May you live your life with ease, free from suffering, fully awakened. Now, growing up even more, now we are adults. We'll do this once more time for a past version of ourselves. So, depending on your age, bring to mind sometime in your 20s or 30s when you had a particularly challenging time in your life. Bring to mind that version of you, and then we'll do our current version after that. So I know it might be a long time in my case between my current version and that time when I was a teenager last. So I'm just going to picture a time in my life when I know I was really struggling and smile and say, may you be happy and peaceful. May you be safe and protected, free from inner and outer danger. May you be healthy and strong in mind, body, and spirit. May you live your life with ease, free from suffering, fully awakened. Now, finally, bring to mind that image that you saw in the mirror or wherever you last look at yourself this morning or this afternoon. Your current version of yourself. Smile. May I be happy and peaceful. May I be safe and protected, free from inner and outer danger. May I be healthy and strong in mind, body, and spirit. May I live my life with ease. free from suffering, fully awakened. Now take a few moments to return your attention to your breath. Begin to deepen your breathing. And just gradually open your eyes as we complete this meditation.